W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures even farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Civic and a 3.9% APR on a 2022 Accord or 2023 HRV.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si based on EPA estimate of MY20 full-line automaker fleet-wide fuel economy 2021 EPA Automotive Trends Report.
The Parsons Ford Unimaginable Black Friday sale is going on now. Ford EcoSports Factory invoice pricing, Ford Escapes Factory invoice pricing, and Ford Edge Factory invoice pricing. That's right, you didn't hear me wrong. Factory invoice pricing. That's way below MSRP. Only at Parsons Ford for this week. But wait, there's more. Are you worried about high interest rates? We've got you covered. We're offering 2.9% for this sale. Stop by Parsons Ford today for this unimaginable Black Friday sale.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve. That's what we mean by treating you like family.
You've put up with your water long enough. It's time for Sunset Water Services, your local water solution since 1989, to fix your water problems. Get better tasting, better smelling, and better looking water today. Say hello to drinking your own delicious water for pennies per gallon. Say yes to healthier skin and hair and to softer and brighter clothes. Sunset Water Services delivers your bags of salt to you, so they'll save your back too. And our products come with a 1-year satisfaction guarantee. Call 304-754-9031 for a free water quality test today. SunsetWater.com.
It's time for the excitement of NCAA Division II football, featuring the Shepherd Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. Today's play-by-play coverage is brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda of Winchester, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, and the Heffley Motor Company. Standing by is our TV10 broadcast team. So let's head to the field and get today's pregame show underway.
Good morning, everyone, as we welcome you to Rams Stadium on the campus of Shepherd University for the first round of the NCAA Division II football playoffs between the Shepherd University Rams and the New Haven Chargers. I'm Nick Verzolini. Alongside me is Travis Smith as we bring you the action between these two teams here in the first round. The number 2 seed Shepherd University Rams coming off of a PSAC championship loss to IUP. New Haven finished second in the NE10 conference with an 8-2 record. So good matchup here today, Travis, between these two schools. And Shepherd coming off of a loss for the first time this season.
And, of course, you don't want to have to back into the playoffs, but Shepherd early on kind of secured their place as far as postseason play is concerned. But playing against a tough IUP team at their place, Also, weather was a huge factor in that game and really limited what the Rams could do as far as the passing game. A lot of drop passes really limited those explosive plays over the top, and IUP just had the perfect game plan to play in that type of weather. They pounded the ball, stayed on the ground, gave their quarterback very manageable third and short situations, and he took advantage of that, and the Rams defense really had a lot of difficulty just trying to figure out, one, what IUP was able to do, and then trying to stop it after that. So IUP, hats off to them. They played an excellent game, but if you look at it for Shepherd, maybe it was a blessing in disguise because now you don't have the weight of that undefeated record kind of weighing you down, and you're playing against the record book as well as your opponent. Maybe it was a chance for them to kind of set the reset button going into the playoffs against a very tough New Haven Chargers football team.
Yeah, last time Shepherd finished a regular season undefeated, ended up losing in the first round of the playoffs. So sometimes, you come off of the bye and you end up losing, or I'm not certain if they had a bye that year, but either way, you're really confident heading in, or you just overlook your first round opponent, and you don't want to do that, especially here in Region 1 where there is a lot of balance. It's not considered the toughest region, but it is, a very balanced region where really all 7 teams have a chance to make it out of this region. You wouldn't be surprised if any of them went on a run because there's not a huge difference between number 1 and number 7.
Absolutely, and looking over at New Haven, you really can't write them off because they come in with so much experience. A lot of their players are either grad students or seniors, much like that Shepherd team last year. So you have a lot of young men that are out there with their last chance at glory. So you never want to discount a team that has their back against the wall, and that's what the New Haven Chargers are at in their program right now. Shepherd able to reload after a tremendous run last year. Some younger faces out there, but they've been able to gain some valuable experience throughout the course of this season. So they're going out there looking to make their own mark here on this Shepherd Rams program. So right now, I'm just excited to get a great seat to watch an awesome football game today.
You mentioned the experience in New Haven. Just 3 underclassmen start for the New Haven Chargers. The rest of them are juniors, seniors, and then there's a ton of grad students on this team. So it's an experienced group led by one of those grad students, the 6'6" senior grad student quarterback Connor Degenhart, transfer from Holy Cross. He leads the offense, and the numbers don't blow you away with Degenhart. It is definitely a run-first football team, but he does a good job of not turning the ball over. It's pretty similar to what we saw last week with Max Sexton, but a little bit bigger arm, and he's actually got some good mobility for a 6'6" quarterback as well.
Like you mentioned, that's just prototypical size for a quarterback, 6'6", 225, was named 2021 Northeast 10 second-team quarterback, and he had an awesome year last year, completing just under 60% of his passes, threw for 2,122 yards, had 18 touchdowns passing, only 4 interceptions, but the number that jumps off the sheet at you, he had 15 rushing touchdowns. So Shepherd Rams fans, I'm sure that they still have nightmares about scrambling quarterbacks from last year's playoff run, so he is certainly a guy that's going to challenge your defense in a variety of ways. And this year, he's transitioned to more of a classic pocket-style quarterback. Again, right around 60% as far as his completion rate, a little bit over 2,000 yards passing, but he has 28 touchdown passes to only 5 interceptions, 5 rushing TDs. So you're seeing him being able to mature as a quarterback and starting to make more plays from the pocket as opposed to with his legs. But either way, he is a dual threat on the field, and that's going to be a lot for that defense to handle for the Shepherd Rams.
On the Shepherd side, of course, led by quarterback Tyson Bagent. But the key from last week, I think the biggest takeaway from every Ram fan was where was the running game, where was the balance that we saw throughout the majority of the regular season when this team had its most success. 50 pass attempts, and it wasn't like Tyson Bagent had a bad day with his completion percentage or yardage. Did throw 2 interceptions. Those could have been put on the receivers, but over 300 yards. But Shepherd needs to have the balance today to have success not only in this game, but throughout the remainder of the playoffs if they're able to advance.
And like you mentioned, 50 pass attempts. That's just not healthy for an offense to throw the ball that much. And if you go back and look at Tyson Bagent's career, I guarantee you're going to see one similarity that pops up as the few games that he did lose were the games where he had to throw 50-plus times. So it's just not healthy for an offense, for a quarterback to drop back that many times. IUP was able to get pressure, but they weren't able to get a sack. So, again, that just points once again that it's just not healthy for an offense to throw the ball that much. And you look at that disparity in the run game, IUP was able to run the ball 35 times during the course of the game as opposed to Shepherd only having 13 run attempts. That's just not a good matchup. It's not doing your defense any favors having them to come out on the field and play as many snaps as they had to. And IUP was able to do that mostly with a backup running back. Shepherd, you look on that side, you have a 2022 PSAC East first-teamer and Ronnie Brown. Get him the ball. He's coming into today's game with over 1,120 yards on the ground, averaging 8.4 yards a carry, 13 touchdowns. He also has 43 catches, 459 yards through the air, and 3 touchdowns. He can also get it done in the kicking game, so there's no reason not to get him the ball. And Blake Hartman was a missing man last week. So you have 2 very good running backs. Use them and incorporate them, and that's going to take the pressure off your passing game. Most importantly, it's going to set up your play-action pass, and it's going to give your defense a chance to catch their breath and make their adjustments. When the Rams are playing balanced football, they are a very tough team to beat.
All right, we'll take our first break here on the pregame show, brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater networking, audio-video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931. or visit WHMsystems.com. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from the head coach of the Shepherd University Rams, Ernie McCook. This is Shepherd Rams football on TV10.
Heffley Motor Company, just off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road, is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. And if you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Your master's degree is as close as Shepherd University. Shepherd's graduate programs are perfect for working adults and will prepare you for the next step in your career. Choose from several degrees perfect for educators, an accredited MBA program, and a master's degree in Appalachian Studies. Visit shepherd.edu/grad studies radio to get started today. Finish your master's or pursue a doctorate in nursing practice. To learn more, visit shepherd.edu/grad studies radio.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Jambo Construction and Fencing Company, LLC, is a veteran-owned and operated company right here in the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia that specializes in decks, fencing, and hardscaping. Find us on Facebook at Jambo Construction and Fencing to see more of the projects we've completed. For a free estimate, you can call Bo Bartley at 304-268-5452 or Jamie Gall at 304-279-5053. We are licensed and insured in the state of West Virginia, and as Martinsburg alums, we say, go Bulldogs.
We welcome you back on the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. We'll now get into our coach's interview, brought to you by Parsons Ford. They're located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road or online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. We welcome you back on the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show at the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference Coach of the Year, Ernie McCook. And, Coach, you guys coming off of a tough loss in the PSAC championship game to IUP. What were some things you took away from that one?
You know, I thought IUP had a great game plan. They did a great job establishing the run on offense. And I think once they were able to establish a run, it really put our defense in a tough spot. Even though our defense overcame some, the challenges during the game, credit to those guys, the offense, what they were able to do. Defensively, they did a good job of taking things away for us. And we just didn't make the plays necessary to be able to win. They're a good football team, and we knew they were going to be a good football team. We knew we had to execute very well. We turned the ball over twice. We had some breakdowns on special teams, and we didn't stop the run. So we got to be better in all those phases if we're going to win tough football games.
The good thing is that the season's not over for you guys. No. Even though you lost the conference, you can still go on and achieve a lot of your goals from the preseason. So what are you kind of telling the team this week as you begin the playoffs?
Well, we started talking about it earlier this week and just said, hey, we're into a new season now, a fresh start. We get to play at home. You can tell the respect that our program has, we had a week 11 loss and we dropped to 2, and I think there was still some debate whether we could have been number 1 in the region. So we're going to be home this week, and that's important to play our first playoff game, and of hopefully many, but we've got to take care of our business against a really good football team in New Haven. They're going to come down here with they're a tough, hard-nosed football program, play well in all 3 phases, so we are going to have our hands full.
And a positive from the game on Saturday was E.J. Morgan scored his first touchdown for you.
Yeah.
And he's been a hard-working guy that's went through a lot of injuries. So what was it like to see him get out there and continue to contribute for you guys this year?
I was extremely happy for E.J. Obviously, to overcome the injuries that he has overcome and to continue to grind and do the things he's done. And I'm hoping he has a lot more success here in the playoffs.
So New Haven comes in as your first-round matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good football team. What have you seen from them so far?
I like a hard-nosed, gritty football team that's well-coached in all 3 phases, that I think they have tremendous team speed. They run, they strike you on defense. They have a 1,000-yard rusher. They have some very talented receivers, big tight end, big strong-arm quarterback, and a physical offensive line, and play well in the kicking game. So you can see why they're a playoff team.
What will be some keys for you guys this week to get the win?
Well, we got to win the turnover battle for one. We have to be able to stay in the sticks, stay out of second and long, third and long on offense, and we have to stop the run and make them one-dimensional.
And the last one here, Coach, being named the Coach of the Year, what does that mean to you?
It's a team accomplishment for me. I think that's just kind of a write-off to whatever team has the most success. The coach gets recognized. But I haven't really seen the breakdown of the team. I'm really interested in seeing how our guys made out, because we have a lot of players that deserve a lot of great accolades for, how they played all year long.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck this week.
Thank you very much.
That concludes our coach interview, brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, or online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first, Parsons. This is Shepherd Rams football on TV10.
Ollie's VIP North Side is the best spot to catch all your favorite teams. Join us Monday for dollar wings and Monday Night Football, Thursdays on the patio for the cornhole tourney, Friday night lights with happy hour specials, or Saturdays during or after the college games for steak night. Get a ribeye or New York steak for just $26.95. Ollie's has great food and drink menus too, along with 17 TVs to watch any game of your choice from anywhere at the bar or their outdoor patio and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP North Side. We'll see you for the game.
I picked Shepherd University because I'm not just a number.
One of the things that surprised me is how friendly everyone is.
I like being able to walk down the street and have the professors recognize me by name.
I'm constantly learning.
But it also has taught me so much about myself and about what I want to do with my future.
The location at Shepherd is amazing.
Cities like Washington, D.C., Baltimore are only about an hour and a half away.
You just got to see it. Once you see it, it just takes your heart.
Your master's degree is as close as Shepherd University. Shepherd's graduate programs are perfect for working adults and will prepare you for the next step in your career. Choose from several degrees perfect for educators, an accredited MBA program, and a master's degree in Appalachian Studies. Visit shepherd.edu/grad studies radio to get started today. Finish your master's or pursue a doctorate in nursing practice. To learn more, visit shepherd.edu/grad studies radio.
Back to Rams Stadium on the campus of Shepherd University. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Travis Smith here on the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. Travis, let's take this segment to talk a little bit about these two teams' defenses. We'll start with the visitors in New Haven, led by the inside linebacker position, but really the experience is all over the place. There's some good players throughout it, along with Keon Fitzpatrick's another stud for this team, and just a really good defense, it looks like, on paper.
And you mentioned Fitzpatrick last year named Northeast 10 first teamer as a defensive back position. They have him listed as star, so I'm going to go ahead and take a leap and say that's more of a rover position, so kind of like a strong safety where he has a little
Pena type.
There you go. Exactly. That's a great example where he's going to have a little bit more run responsibility as opposed to making plays in the passing game, but he can do that as well. Last year had 68 tackles, 37 of those solo, had 5 interceptions. That was third most in Division II football. Also, he can make plays in the box. He had 9.5 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, had a forced fumble, also had a blocked punt. And this year, his numbers are down, but if you get 5 interceptions, guess what? People aren't going to throw the ball your way. So he's not going to get as many opportunities. He does have 45 tackles, 30 of those solo coming into today's game. And again, 5 tackles for loss, has an interception. And he also has 9 pass breakups during this season. So he's able to make plays in the passing game as well as making plays in the box. And you look back to last week's game, also put up big numbers, 7 tackles for those solos. So Kion Fitzpatrick is certainly a name that you'll hear a lot today and could have a big impact as when it comes to who's going to win and lose today's game.
And the New Haven defense built very similarly to the Shepherd defense in terms of not a ton of size up front. Like to use a lot of their speed. Looks like a 3-3-5 defensive look, so a lot of DBs on the field, and those guys can use that speed. It'll be interesting to see if they play something similar today against Shepherd, who we know can spread you out quite a bit, so it would be a good defense to run, but also you can't discount their running game.
And when you look at a defense that has that type of alignment, like you said, the 3-3-5, they're able to go out there and they're going to show you a variety of looks up front in the box. So it's not going to be an easy read for the lineman or the quarterback to figure out how they're going to run the ball or which area they're going to attack, because they're going to do a lot of stunts, a lot of blitzes, a lot of different looks. And that's different from what Shepherd went up against last week versus IUP, where it was pretty basic. They're going to rush their front four, play coverage, and keep everything in front of them. New Haven's going to look to be a little bit more proactive up front, where they're going to try to send some more blitzes from different angles and different places, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on that Shepherd offense.
All right, let's go ahead and take another break. On the other side of that break, we will hear from 2 Shepherd players in E.J. Morgan and inside linebacker Dwayne Grantham, a key to that Shepherd defense. This is the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 2 minutes.
I picked Shepherd University because I'm not just a number.
One of the things that surprised me is how friendly everyone is.
I like being able to walk down the street and have the professors recognize me by name.
I'm constantly learning.
But it also has taught me so much about myself and about what I want to do with my future.
The location at Shepherd is amazing.
Cities like Washington, D.C., Baltimore are only about an hour, hour and a half away.
You just got to see it. Once you see it, it just takes your heart.
Your master's degree is as close as Shepherd University. Shepherd's graduate programs are perfect for working adults and will prepare you for the next step in your career. Choose from several degrees perfect for educators, an accredited MBA program, and a master's degree in Appalachian Studies. Visit shepherd.edu/grad studies radio to get started today. Finish your master's or pursue a doctorate in nursing practice. To learn more, visit shepherd.edu/grad studies radio.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be this football season. Join us Fridays for Martinsburg Bulldog games, Saturdays for Shepherd Rams and WVU games, and every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday nights for the NFL primetime games. We still have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. So come on in and enjoy the Palace Lounge. We're located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We now go in the huddle, brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. We'll now go in the huddle with Rams wide receiver E.J. Morgan. E.J., Unfortunately, you guys come up short in the PSAC championship game, but what were some things you took away from it as an offense?
One thing I took away from it is we didn't break apart. You know, like a tough game, we go undefeated. Regular season championship game, we lose. You would think the whole team will fall apart, argue. But no, we kind of stick together. We came back. Meetings on Sunday with no talking. You know, everybody was locked in. So I feel like we kind of needed that, you know, to keep us humble. Now we could just go through playoffs, you know, stress-free. We can go play hard, and we're going to try to get to that natty.
And for you personally, you scored your first career touchdown in the game. So what did that mean to you to get in the end zone for the first time after all the injuries you've gone through in your career?
It actually means a lot. I had a whole plan if I score at home. My first touchdown, I was going to do something, but it happened away. We was down, so I was like, we just going to, you know, keep it moving. But it means a lot, though. I actually cried after the game because, you know, going through 2 Achilles surgeries, you know, and coming back here after 4 months, you know, it's pretty incredible. So I try to just keep going. Hopefully, you know, see the bigger picture and help my team get to the next championship.
And as a team, and in particular with the wide receivers, you guys have a lot of talent in that room, but have had some injuries there. So as one of the older guys on the team that's been around for a little while, what are you kind of telling that group to, I guess, stick with it and after some tough drops too in the game as well?
Well, you know, playing in the rain is tough. It's cold, wet, raining, you know, ball coming 100 miles per hour, ball 3 pounds. I told them to pick their head. Like every great receiver drop passes, you know. It comes with the game. You're not going to catch all of them. It's impossible. But if they do get mad at them drop passes, that lets me know that they really want it. So now I just tell them just keep going, don't worry about it, just get the next one and, you know, see what happens.
What's it been like playing with Tyson this year as he continues to orchestrate the offense, especially with so many weapons on this offense?
Tyson's practice is nothing but amazing. Like, on the field, off the field, he's just an amazing quarterback, amazing friend. Not leaning on Tyson a lot, you know, coming here because it was like QB1, you know, like had a great high school career, came here, great college career. I'd love to play with this guy. You know, I can't wait to see him at the next level.
And then final one year, EJ, you guys taking on New Haven this week. What stands out to you about their defense?
Well, the secondary, they pretty break fast to the ball, you know. They would swarm to the ball, so as receivers coming into this game, you know, we can't do a lot of dancing catching the ball. We have to catch and get up field, you know. So it's going to be one of them games. May the best man win. You know, we just see what happens.
We now go in the huddle of Rams linebacker Dwayne Grantham. Dwayne, 10 tackles for you in the PSAC championship game. Unfortunately, though, you guys come up short. What were your takeaways from that game?
As a defense, we just we had to rally to the ball a lot. You know, they allowed me to flow sideline to sideline, you know, running a lot of stretch. So it gave me a lot of time to, like, you know, read blocks, get underneath guards and tackles, and get over top, and just allow me to use my speed to make big plays.
From a team perspective, though, you guys come up a little bit short. So what are some things you want to improve on from the defense heading into the playoffs?
As a defense, I think we need to make better pursuit angles as a defense, rally to the ball a little bit more, and we just got to make sure we wrap up. That's the big thing going forward into the playoffs. You know, you're going to play a lot of good teams, a lot of good backs, and we just as a defense got to be able to rally to the ball and make tackles. We had a lot of missed tackles against IUP, and I think that kind of, like, you know, those third and fives and them 3rd and 3s, like that kind of like hurt us, you know, put us in scenarios where it was short yardage for them when it could have been a loss of yard or tackle in the backfield. So that changed a lot of the momentum of that game.
This will be your first time playing in a home playoff game since coming to Shepherd. You've seen the atmosphere during the regular season, but how exciting is it for you to get to experience the atmosphere during a postseason game?
You know, it's very exciting, you know, coming back home. Just being able to play in the experience and get the experience, you know, being around for this past 11 games that I played in as a Ram, it's been beautiful, you know. The home environment, the home crowd, the support, it's been crazy. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like in the Ram Stadium in the playoffs. So I'm just very, very excited for that, you know. Can't wait to see what the crowd base is going to be like, and I know it's going to be rowdy here in Ram Stadium, so I'm very excited for that.
What stands out to you about this New Haven football team?
They're very, very well balanced. offense. You know, they run the ball and they pass the ball at a very decent percentage. You know, it's 50-50, and they're very, very well coached, I think, very physical, and they got a very, very fast defense, you know. So they're kind of similar to us on defense, but I think if we come out and read our keys and do what we're supposed to do, wrap up, make tackles, and read our assignments, we'll come out and, you know, come out with the victory on top, I think, on Saturday.
All right, Dwayne, thank you and good luck this week.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That concludes our player interviews portion of the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. When we return, we will have more. This is Shepherd University Rams football on TV10.